Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Today on General Hospital, Kate takes Christina to the police station, Brad pleads for a position at the hospital, and Jason tells Sonny about Valentin. On today's episode of General Hospital, Sasha and Cody are fighting when Tracy and Violet arrive to prepare for a ride. After not seeing Cody, they set out to find him. Tracy, frustrated, shouts upstairs, halting the two lovers and dragging Cody away. She asks abruptly whether he was asleep on the job and if he forgot she and Violet were going riding. He admits it. In the midst of their enthusiasm at James' disappearance and subsequent discovery, Tracy demands to know who he is talking about. "I thought you found him." Cody tries to hustle them out, but Violet runs back in to watch Sasha arrive downstairs. Tracy gives Violet a knowing look as she asks if Sasha was taking a nap upstairs like Cody. Tracy instructs Sasha to take Violet up to the house to grab apples and carrots, leaving a concerned Cody behind. He apologizes for keeping them waiting. "Really, Cody? In the middle of the day?" She chastises him about the children on the grounds, but he apologizes and says it was a big day. He then tells her that he believes Mac may have forgiven him and informs James that Cody is his son. Brad arrives at Terry's office at the hospital, claiming to have discovered the open lab tech position. He wanted to speak with her before applying, as he had an extremely checkered past working there. Terry rehashes Brad's lab crimes and pulls out a big folder. "Oh, that appears thorough." Brad sighed. When they get to his baby stealing, he admits he damaged people, but he has been punished. Brig trusted him again, encouraging him to seek a job there before she died. She believed in second chances, and she had enough of them, so he begs Terry to give him one as well. For Brit. Furthermore, he claims that he was always blackmailed or coerced into anything he did. He understands that he caused his own problems, but he is still an accomplished technician, and his work would benefit the hospital. He doesn't want to work anywhere else, he wants to work for General Hospital. It's home. They then recall the last time they saw Britt alive, and Brad mentions that she died defending Jocelyn. Terry might utilize that in case Michael protests to his hiring. She agrees to try. Out by the nurse's station, John informs Molly, Alexis, Sonny, and Christina that she is being arrested. Sonny explodes that he's pestering his family instead of pursuing him like a man. Jagger simply shakes him off. Sonny goes to make a phone call, while Alexis confronts John and insists that he tell her the charges, not as her mother, but as her lawyer. Kate tries to dismiss her, but eventually accepts, stating that he is arresting her for the assault and attempted murder of Ava Jerome. Christina screams that Ava is not a victim, and Alex tells her not to utter another thing. Molly and Alexis both pile on, with Molly informing him he's out of his jurisdiction and that this is the DA's area. Kate claims Christina intimidated a witness in an FBI investigation, implying that this falls within his jurisdiction. He recounts Ava's version of events, claiming Christina went there, threatened her to shut up, and attacked her. Sonny returns as Jagger lays it out, and when Alexis threatens to call the ACLU, he allows them to bring the wheelchair rather than handcuffing and walking her out. Alexis follows along to keep an eye on things. Anna was visiting Laura when she received a call from Lulu's long-term care facility. Before she leaves, the mayor instructs Anna to step up the search for Valentin. Anna leaves, and Laura informs Jordan that she may need to rely on her more than normal over the next few days due to Lulu's setback. Jason visits the police department to speak with Anna and decides to wait after discovering she is not present. He sits down to talk with Dante just as the cop receives a call from Laura's aide directing him away. Laura informs him about Lulu, stating something is wrong. She warns him not to tell Rocco anything until she talks to the doctor. She will contact Dante as soon as she has any information. "You are family, Dante. You always will be." He swears he will always adore her. Anna arrives shortly after Dante leaves, and Jason informs her that Sonny's medications are not working properly. Carly informed Anna, but when she inquires about theories as to who is tampering with the prescription, Jason shocks her, Valentin. He claims to have discovered the pharmacist who supplied Sonny's prescriptions and has told Jason everything about Valentin's process. Jason needs to know where he is, but Anna has no idea. I screwed up, I know that. However, she does not know where Valentin and Charlotte are. Anna asks Sonny before he leaves whether he knows who is behind it. Not yet. Anna asks him to wait until she can find Charlotte. She was just with Laura before meeting him, and Lulu was not feeling well. She has to find Charlotte so she can spend time with her mother. Okay, but Jason isn't withholding anything from Sonny anymore. Anna reminds out that Sonny will react, but Jason insists he needs to find Valentin. No, I have to find Valentin. Charlotte shouldn't have to see her father die. Jason claims it won't happen, but if it did, Charlotte would be nowhere near it. Jason asks Anna if she will inform Valentin about Sonny if she finds him. I'm not going to let a private citizen take the law into his own hands. At the station, Sonny and Alexis confront John, and she wants to speak with his boss. You're off the rails, Jagger, says Sonny, and I can't wait to see you crash and burn. Christina wheeled out in disbelief. This is a nightmare. Alexis goes to find a method to make her more comfortable, while Sonny assures her that she'll be home before she knows it. Dante rushes in after learning about Christina's incarceration. Sonny informs him that Alexis and Christina are in the interrogation room, and Christina is recounting what happened to her mother. I certainly did not attack her. Jordan meets Molly, who questions if she is there as her mother-in-law or as the deputy mayor. A little of both. She demands to know what Molly was doing while visiting Ava in jail. She was never there as an ADA, only as a private citizen. Jordan claims she only got in due of her position. She abused it, which Molly acknowledges and apologizes for, but maintains it is not the deputy mayor's responsibility to discipline the DA's office. Robert allowed Jordan to handle things instead of issuing a formal punishment because he knew she was hurting. Molly then states that nothing will bring her kid back, but she is beginning to believe Christina's accident was not Ava's fault. She doesn't believe Christina went there to harm Ava or that it had anything to do with the FBI. Christina is protective when interacting with Ava. She may have started the physical altercation. Jordan admits Christina's actions were reckless, but not insane. However, Molly cannot help but wonder what Christina did when Ava refused to lift the subpoena. In the show's last seconds, Cody unexpectedly gushes about Mac and his new family, and Tracy grins, expressing her joy for him. Now go saddle my horse. Terry decides to help Brad or Britt will haunt me if I don't, but tells him that he doesn't have the job yet when he begins to praise her enthusiastically. Lulu enters her hospital room and asks someone off-screen, "What the hell are you doing here?" Dante brings Christina some soup while Sonny observes from outside. John approaches behind him and begins torturing Sonny about feeling bad about being on this side of the window. I had to watch while you used Karen, Cates informs him in a cold tone. Now you can watch while justice takes its course. Jason walks in, and he and Sonny depart just as Alexis leaves the interrogation room. She will apply for an emergency hearing and instant bail. No matter what happens, you will not railroad my daughter. Back in the room, Dante assures her that she will not be taken to jail. If necessary, she will spend the night there, and he will accompany her throughout. She says she is terrified. She is aware that there is no evidence, but the photographs make her appear angry. Ava's word against her own. Dante assures her that no one will believe Ava over her. Anna phones someone and requests assistance in locating one of your clients. Jordan is astonished to hear Molly's suspicions, but she has seen security images of Krasinta and Ava. They were both really angry. Christina threatening Ava isn't too far-fetched. The bottom line is we wouldn't be here and none of this would have happened if Christina had just listened to me and stayed away from Ava. Outside, Jason and Sonny are talking in his car. But, while Sonny wonders if Cates tampered with his medications, Jason answers, it was Valentin. Sonny wants to keep an eye on all three. Jason believes that the FBI will eventually have to rein in Cates. Sonny believes this is personal for Jagger, who is willing to cross lines, and he may have to do the same. Lois arrives in deception as Natalia makes a case for herself and accepts Sonny's money. Tracy believes that without Maxie, she must be the voice of reason. Lois believes Tracy is making solid arguments, and Tracy appreciates her sensible thinking. Tracy claims Sonny would sell out his mother to gain money. Lois claims Sonny has always kept his word and believes his money is clean. Natalia promises to conduct a comprehensive forensic scan of Corinthio's coffee, and if she discovers anything suspicious, she will terminate the agreement. Lucy welcomes Natalia, their new CFO. Tracy remains concerned about Sonny's involvement. She cautions them that letting him in would mean the end of deception, and they'd be lucky not to be hauled out in handcuffs. At Ava's gallery, Kate informs her that he has finally gotten Sonny where he wants him, and it is all because to her. He offers her a strong hug. She inquires as to his backup plan in the event that luring Sonny to the pharmacy fails. Kate's does not have one because he believes Sonny will come seeking for Clement. She claims that if Sonny murders Clement, she will lose leverage over him. Kate will not let it happen, and he assures her of his protection. Scott comes, and Ava advises Kate to tell Scott about his proposal and see if he thinks it's a good idea. Kate describes his idea, and Scott inquires about how he might assist, as this will ultimately result in justice for Karen. Ava requests that Sonny also pay, but this appears hazardous. She claims Clement may reveal that she knew Sonny's medications were tampered with. Scott says they will negotiate an agreement with him to keep quiet. Kate insists that they first transport Clement to a secure location. Scott believes he can handle it. Kate asks Scott where he'll take Clement. Scott recommends Windmere, whereas Kate believes it is ideal because it is on an island with no neighbors. Scott sets out to pick up Clement and says they'll meet there. Ava remains opposed to Scott's proposal even after he leaves. She claims that his approach puts everyone at risk except Kate's. She is concerned that if this does not work, she will still face attempted murder charges. She notices that there are photographs of her and Christina. Kate has seen them, but from another perspective, they could tell a different story about what transpired in that room. Scott arrives at the cabin to pick up Clement. The pharmacist asks who he is. Scott says he's come to save him. General Hospital felt a little more subdued this week, in contrast to the intensity of the previous 2 weeks, which focused mostly on Christina and the baby. However, by Friday's episode, it was a very different story, as the week finished with 3 major cliffhangers. Not only that, but I am wondering how they will bring in the major returnees to the ABC soap. Let's begin this week's column with what I consider to be the best and happiest portion of the week, the conclusion of Mac and Cody's father-slash-son tale. Having James flee only to be rescued by Cody was the ideal way for Mac to understand he was being an ass and let go of his resentment. It also made him realize that Cody was not the same person he was a year ago, or even when he first arrived in town. I can't wait for any pleasant Scorpio Jones-Bell moments to happen. Felicia returns to the boathouse docks and asks Mac if he is pleased. He is and says she was correct. She laughs, she's always correct. They kiss. Anna arrives at Laura's workplace, as per her invitation. Laura informs that they have a meeting with the incoming WSB station chief. Laura is aware she recently arrested him. Anna says that Brennan has been acquitted and is now a fully accredited agent, and they will most likely receive no further explanation from the WSB. Brennan comes, and Laura explains that she set up this meeting because they all share common interests. Laura gets right to the point, believing that Anna and Brennan's shared background and skill sets present a one-of-a-kind opportunity. She wants them to find Valentin Cassadine. Anna claims the FBI is looking for him, which is beyond her reach. Brennan observes that the WSB strives not to meddle with FBI investigations. Laura is concerned since Valentin has a granddaughter. Anna tells Charlotte that Valentin would never endanger her. Laura receives a call, which interrupts their conversation. Something came up, so she excuses herself for a moment. Dr. Navarro departs, and Christina wonders what full recovery entails. Alexis believes it implies her body will heal. Christina inquires, "What about the rest of me?" Alexis admits that it will take time, but her heart will improve too. Curtis and Stella talk in a meeting room. He thanks Stella for guiding them through the legalities for a baby's funeral. Stella wishes to help TJ and Molly in any way she can. Stella has handled the majority of it. The only thing left to do is finish the birth certificate. TJ arrives only to discover that Molly has not yet arrived. He says Molly can catch up, so they should get started. Stella explains that they need a name for the birth certificate, but TJ admits they've never decided on one. TJ and Molly love each other, but it isn't always enough for a relationship to overcome the obstacles they face. The loss of Molly and TJ's baby child could be enough to end their once happy domestic partnership. Of course, this might lead to new romantic partnerships for TJ and Molly. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.